My beloved child, come closer and listen to me. Slow your heart. Breathe gently. This moment you are living right now is not an accident, and you are not here by chance. I have been waiting for you. Long before this day, long before this hour, I knew you would be here, listening, wondering, perhaps even searching without knowing exactly what you were searching for. It is I who have drawn you here, not by force, not by fear, but by love. I speak to you now because you need to hear my voice, and because your heart is ready, even if you feel tired, even if you feel unsure. You may be sitting quietly or lying down or resting after a long day. Your body may be older, your steps slower than they once were. Your hands may carry the marks of years of work, care, and sacrifice. Your eyes may have seen much joy and much sorrow. I see all of it. I see every line on your face, every memory in your heart, every tear you have ever held back when no one else was watching. I have never looked away from you, not even for a moment. My child, I know the world has been loud. I know life has not always been kind. You have lived through seasons of hope and seasons of loss. You have loved deeply, and you have been hurt deeply too. You have watched time pass, sometimes faster than you expected. You may wonder where the years went, or whether your life truly mattered. Hear me clearly now. Every step you took, every burden you carried, every quiet act of goodness was seen by me. Nothing was wasted. I speak to you in simple words because love does not need to shout. Love does not need complicated language. Love speaks gently, like a warm hand resting on your shoulder, like a familiar voice calling your name in the evening light. You do not need to strain to understand me. You only need to listen with your heart, the way you once listened to the voices of those you loved most. This is not a coincidence. You did not stumble upon this message by chance. I have been walking beside you for many years, even in moments when you felt alone. When you woke up at night with worries you could not explain, I was there. When you sat quietly, thinking about the past, wondering if things could have been different, I was there. When you felt forgotten by others, I never forgot you. My child, I know there are questions you carry that have no easy answers. Why did certain things happen? Why did some prayers seem to go unanswered? Why did some people leave too soon, while others caused pain and walked away without looking back? I know these questions have rested in your heart for a long time. You may not speak them aloud anymore, but I hear them clearly. I do not turn away from your questions. I hold them with you. Listen to me now with a calm spirit. You do not need to fix anything in this moment. You do not need to prove anything. You do not need to be strong right now. You have been strong for many years. This moment is for resting in my presence. Let your shoulders relax, let your breathing slow. Let your heart open just a little, like a window letting in fresh air after a long winter. I know that as years pass, the world can feel unfamiliar. Things change faster than before. Voices grow louder, patience grows thinner, and kindness can seem rare. You may feel as though you no longer recognize the world you once knew, but know this: I have not changed. My love for you has not aged. My care for you has not weakened. My promises to you still stand. You may think your best years are behind you. You may think your purpose is finished. You may feel that your voice is no longer needed. My child, do not believe that lie. As long as you are breathing, you are still held in my plan. There is still meaning in your days. There is still light within you that the world needs, even if it shines quietly. I speak to you now because I want you to remember who you are to me. You are not a burden. You are not forgotten. You are not too old, too broken, or too late. You are my child. You have always been my child. From your first breath to this very moment, you have been held in my care. You may carry regrets. You may wish you had said certain words, taken certain chances, or chosen different paths. I know how heavy regret can feel, especially when time feels short. But listen to me, I am not counting your mistakes. I am not measuring your life by what you failed to do. I see the love you gave, the patience you learned, the wisdom you gained through hardship. I see the way your heart softened over time, even when life tried to harden it. This message is not meant to rush you. It is meant to slow you down. It is meant to remind you that you are safe here with me. The world may pull at you, but for now, let my words settle gently in your spirit. Let them sit with you like a familiar hymn, one you do not need to memorize because it already lives within you. I am speaking to you now because something sacred is happening. You are being reminded that you are not alone, that your life has meaning, and that your story is still held in my hands. This is the beginning of a conversation, not the end. I have much more to share with you. about your life, your heart, your journey, and the quiet strength you carry. Stay with me, keep listening. Let your heart remain open as we continue together. What I am about to reveal is meant to comfort you, to guide you, and to gently awaken hope within you once again. This is not a coincidence. This is a meeting of love, and it has been waiting for you. And now, my beloved, as you remain with me, let us walk a little deeper together, gently and without fear. You have already lived many chapters of your life, and each one has left its mark upon your heart. Some marks are warm and comforting, like old photographs that make you smile. Others ache when touched, like wounds that healed but never fully disappeared. I know them all. I have been present in every chapter, even the ones you would rather forget. Life, as you have learned, is not a straight road. It bends and turns, sometimes leading through bright open fields, and other times through dark valleys where the path feels narrow and uncertain. When you were younger, you may have believed that faith would protect you from pain, and when pain still came, you may have felt confused, even disappointed. My child, faith was never meant to keep you from sorrow. It was meant to keep sorrow from destroying you. I know there were moments when your heart felt heavy with worries you could not name, nights when sleep would not come easily, and your thoughts would wander back through years gone by. You may have replayed conversations, wondering what you could have said differently. You may have revisited choices, asking yourself if you chose wisely. These quiet moments have shaped you more than you realize. They have softened your spirit and deepened your understanding of others. You have learned that people are fragile. You have seen how love can be strong, and yet how easily it can be wounded. You have experienced friendships that faded, promises that were broken, and relationships that changed with time. These losses were not signs of failure. They were lessons of the heart, teaching you compassion, patience, and humility. Every tear you shed watered the seeds of wisdom within you. There were times you prayed with confidence, believing answers would come quickly, and there were times you prayed with exhaustion, whispering words because you no longer had strength to speak loudly. I heard both kinds of prayers. I heard the joyful ones and the weary ones. Silence did not mean absence. Waiting did not mean neglect. Often, I was working quietly, shaping things in ways you could not yet see. As the years passed, you began to understand that life does not give us everything we ask for, but it gives us what we need to grow. Some dreams changed shape. Some hopes had to be released. That letting go was painful, but it made room for a deeper peace. You learned that holding on too tightly can weigh the heart down, while trusting me can bring a gentle freedom. My child, I know you have faced moments of loneliness, even when surrounded by others. Loneliness is not only about being alone, it is about feeling unseen. There were times when you felt your thoughts and feelings no longer mattered. When the world moved faster, and you felt left behind, I want you to know this: you have never been invisible to me. Your quiet presence has always mattered. You have gained wisdom that cannot be found in books or lessons. It came from living, from enduring, from loving even when love was difficult. This wisdom is a gift. It shows in the way you listen more than you speak, in the way you understand pain without needing it explained, and in the way your heart knows what truly matters. You may sometimes feel that your faith has grown quieter over the years. Not weaker, just quieter. This is not a loss, it is a deepening. Like a river that flows calmly but powerfully beneath the surface, your faith has matured. It no longer needs to prove itself. It simply is. And it carries you even when you feel tired. I know you worry about the future. You wonder how many days remain and what they will hold. You may fear becoming dependent, forgotten, or alone. These fears are understandable. But I want you to remember this truth: tomorrow does not come without me. Every step ahead is already known to me, and you will not walk it alone. As you reflect on your life, you may see both beauty and brokenness. Do not separate them, they belong together. The broken moments taught you how to cherish the beautiful ones. The struggles shaped the gratitude you now feel for simple things. A quiet morning, a kind word, a familiar song. Rest in this understanding. My beloved, your life has been meaningful, not because it was perfect, but because it was lived. You showed up again, even when it was hard. That is a form of faith more powerful than many words. Stay with me as we continue. What I want to share next is meant to lift your heart and remind you of the hope that still surrounds you even now. Let these reflections settle gently within you as we move forward together. And now, my precious child, let your heart lift just a little. for I want to speak words of encouragement into the places where you have grown weary. You have carried much for a long time, often without complaint, often without recognition. I have seen the quiet strength it took to keep going on days when you felt empty, on days when hope felt thin and distant. I want you to know that your perseverance has never gone unnoticed. There is a gentle courage within you that was formed through years of living faithfully, even when circumstances were uncertain. Courage does not always shout. Often it whispers, saying, "I will take one more step." Even when the road feels long, you have taken many such steps, and each one mattered. Each one brought you closer to the peace you seek, even if you did not realize it at the time. I know you sometimes feel tired in ways that sleep does not fix. This tiredness lives in the heart and soul, not just in the body. It comes from caring deeply, from loving others, from enduring losses and changes. When you feel this way, I invite you to rest in me. Rest does not mean doing nothing. It means trusting that you do not have to carry everything alone anymore. My child, you are allowed to hope again. Hope is not only for the young. Hope belongs to every season of life. It may look different now, quieter, gentler, but it is no less powerful. Hope today may simply be trusting that tomorrow can still hold moments of kindness, peace, and meaning. Even small moments are sacred. There are still blessings unfolding around you, some seen and some unseen. A warm cup of tea, a familiar voice on the phone, the comfort of a memory that brings a smile. These are not small things. They are reminders that love continues to reach for you in simple ways. I am present in all of them. You may feel unsure of your place in the world now. Roles change. Responsibilities shift. What once defined you may no longer be there. But hear me clearly. Your worth has never depended on what you do. Your worth comes from who you are, my beloved child. That truth does not fade with age. I am guiding you still, even if the path looks different than before. Guidance now may come through quiet nudges rather than loud directions. It may come through patience rather than urgency. Trust these gentle movements. They are signs that I am walking with you, adjusting your steps with care. When doubts arise, remember how far you have come. Remember the storms you survived, the hardships you endured, the love you gave even when it cost you something. These memories are evidence of the strength I placed within you long ago. That strength has not left you. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. Life is not a race, and there is no finish line you must cross to be valued. Each day you wake up is a gift, an opportunity to experience my presence in you, even in ordinary moments. Let encouragement settle into your heart like morning light through a window. You are surrounded by care, held by grace, and guided by love that does not grow tired. I am with you in your routines, your quiet afternoons, your reflective evenings. You are never walking alone. Hold on to this encouragement as we continue together. There are still important truths I want to share with you, truths meant to protect your heart and guide your steps with wisdom and love. As we walk onward together, my beloved child, I speak now with a tenderness that is steady and true, and with guidance meant to protect what is precious within you. Love does not only comfort, love also teaches. Love points the way when paths grow confusing. Listen calmly, without fear, for my words are given to keep your heart safe and your steps sure. There are many voices in the world, and not all of them speak truth. Some promise quick happiness but leave emptiness behind. Some stir anger and restlessness, making your spirit uneasy. Be careful what you allow to settle in your heart. Guard your peace. You have earned it through many years of living, and it is a sacred gift. I know that as time passes, it can be tempting to dwell only on the past or to worry constantly about what lies ahead. Both can quietly steal the joy of today. Do not let regret chain you to yesterday, and do not let fear rob you of tomorrow. The only moment you are truly given is now, and I am fully present with you here. My child, remember what truly matters. It is not possessions, titles, or recognition. These things fade and change. What lasts is love, love given freely, love received humbly, love shared in small, everyday ways. A kind word, a patient response, a forgiving heart. These are treasures that time cannot take away. Be gentle with yourself. Harsh judgment does not come from me. If you have learned anything through the years, let it be this: perfection was never required. Faithfulness, kindness, and sincerity are what I cherish. When you fall short, do not hide. Come closer. I guide those who are willing to be honest, not those who pretend to be flawless. I warn you gently against allowing bitterness to settle in your spirit. Pain that is not released can harden the heart over time. Forgiveness does not excuse what was wrong, it frees you from carrying its weight. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself with my help when you are ready. Take your time. I walk with you through this healing. Do not measure your life by comparison. Others may seem to have more, to move faster, or to receive more attention. Comparison brings restlessness, not peace. Your journey has been uniquely shaped, with lessons meant especially for you. Trust that what you have lived has meaning beyond what can be seen. I guide you now toward simplicity. Let go of what drains you unnecessarily. Choose what brings quiet joy, steady faith, and gentle connection. Your days do not need to be full to be meaningful. Sometimes the most sacred moments happen in stillness. Pay attention to the small warnings within your heart, the gentle discomfort when something is not right, the quiet nudge to step back, the inner voice urging patience. These are signs of my guidance. I speak softly not to confuse you, but to respect the wisdom you have gained. My child, remember that love and truth walk together. Love without truth can mislead, and truth without love can wound. Hold both carefully. Speak honestly but kindly. Stand firm but gently. This balance is the mark of a mature and faithful heart. As you listen to these words, do not feel burdened. Guidance is not meant to weigh you down. It is meant to steady you. I am not asking more of you than you can give. I am inviting you to live from the quiet strength already within you. Keep your heart open but also protected. Give generously but wisely. Trust deeply but with discernment. These are not contradictions, they are the wisdom of love shaped by experience. Remain with me as we move toward the closing of this message. What comes next is meant to gather all these words into your heart, to remind you once more of who you are and how deeply you are loved. And now, my beloved child, we arrive at the close of this time together, though not the end of our journey. I want to gather all that we have spoken about into your heart, to remind you of the fullness of my love and the depth of my presence with you. You have walked through memories, through reflection, through encouragement, and through guidance. Each word, each pause, each gentle thought has been meant to anchor you in the truth that you are never alone. You are a treasure beyond measure. Your life, with all its seasons, is seen, cherished, and honored. Every smile you shared, every tear you held, every moment of care you gave, these are not forgotten. They are recorded in my memory as precious jewels of faith, resilience, and love. Even when you felt insignificant, even when the world seemed to pass you by, I held you close, and I rejoiced in every small act of goodness you offered. I know your heart has longed for reassurance, and here it is. You are enough. More than enough. Your life has mattered, and it continues to matter. Do not let anyone, not even your own doubts, convince you otherwise. You are my child, and my love for you is eternal. It is not measured by accomplishments or wealth, by recognition or attention, but by the simple truth of your being. You are worthy of love simply because you exist, and you have been created with a purpose known to me. Now, feel the quiet strength within you, the gentle courage that has carried you this far. That courage is still alive. It may have changed in shape, softened in appearance, but it is steady, like a lighthouse in the calm and storm alike. Let it guide your next steps. Let it remind you that no matter what comes, you are never alone. I am with you. I have been with you since your first breath, and I will remain with you through every tomorrow. Remember that life's greatest treasures are often quiet. A moment of prayer, a moment of reflection, a moment of listening. These hold more power than you can measure. The love you share, the wisdom you have gathered, the patience you have cultivated, these are gifts to the world and to those you love. Treasure them, use them. Do not underestimate their importance. Do not fear the days ahead. Even as time moves on, even as the world changes, even as your body grows older, my love does not waver. I will walk with you step by step. I will whisper comfort into your spirit when worry rises. I will hold your hand in moments of uncertainty. I will rejoice with you in moments of joy, and I will weep with you in moments of sorrow. Nothing you face will ever separate you from me. Let the words of this message echo softly in your mind and settle peacefully in your heart. Let them remind you of the faithfulness that has carried you through many seasons, and the hope that will continue to carry you. You are loved more deeply than you can imagine, more completely than you can understand, more eternally than the moments of time can contain. As this time draws to a close, I invite you to return again. Tomorrow is another chance to hear my voice, to feel my presence, to be reminded that this meeting, this connection, was never by chance. It is a sacred gift, one that I desire to continue. Come back and let us continue together. Let us walk further along the paths of love, wisdom, and faith, hand in hand, heart to heart. Rest now, my beloved child. Let your spirit be soothed. Let your heart be comforted. Let hope rise gently like morning sun across the horizon. Know that you are held fully and completely in my care. And remember always, this is not a coincidence. This moment, this connection, this love, it is real. It is true. It is yours. I will see you again tomorrow, and together we will continue to walk in light, in peace, and in love.